Hello and welcome to the Indy Ball Report YouTube channel. Today we're going to review AABaseball.tv, the American Association's premier streaming site. So let's get started by going to AmericanAssociation.com. We're going to do it this way just because this is probably the easiest way to access it for first-time users. Then you just click the side rail here. However, you can also go directly to AABaseball.tv. So this is the screen when you first log in. Now I'm already logged into my account, so this is what I'm going to see. However, if you do not have an account, instead of start watching, it's going to say sign up here. It says sign up here because it does cost $20 for the year. I believe that runs you from the date you sign up for the next 365 days and not just the American Association season. So what do you get? You get access to every live game. That's right, every live game in the American Association you can watch just as simple as tuning in and click start watching. You also get other exclusive team content and league content. We'll get into what that is in just a minute. And then you can also watch just about anywhere. So let's take a look at the methods. You could watch on your TV by using an Apple TV, an Android TV, or a Chromecast. You can also watch via the iOS app, or supposedly you can watch using the American Association TV app. Now I haven't been able to find this, but apparently it does exist. So I will be downloading that later tonight. But you can also watch on your computer, which is what we're going to do and what this review is mainly centered around. You can also watch on your PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. So let's take a look. We'll dive right here into Browse. You can watch any live game at the top here. We're just going to use Winnipeg and Sioux Falls for an example. So when you first log in, it's going to set you back a couple seconds and it's going to say DVR, and then it will switch you over to live. You can also, which is a nice little feature, you can also rewind whilst you're in the game to any point. So let's say you jump in right when it first starts, boom, you can go right back to the beginning. And then let's say you want to just skip right back to the live content, boom, you can go right back to here. Very simple, you pause, there had your jump to the current position marker, we click that to get us back to live. You have your volume control. It'll automatically set you for the highest possible setting, but if you want to save some data or you just can't stream in 720 in 2020 for whatever reason, you can also set it to 360p or 540p. You can also expand to full length here, and then whenever you're casting or watching on a mobile device, you'll get that in particular. All right, look at it. You can also share the stream right here. And from there, it's just pretty standard. When you pull out a picture, it does bring up a mini player. At the moment, it says there's no volume, but that's just because I muted it. But we can bring it back there too. All live games will be available right here under the upcoming live games tab. It'll also show live games and recently played ones as well, as is the case right here. Other content you can get whilst on the app is exclusive team content. We'll use Chicago for an example, and we'll view all of that right now. You can view some more team content, and you will see interviews that they did. This is an interview in particular with Mitch Glazer, and he's no longer with the team, but you know the content's still there, and that's what you can expect from them. You also have highlights and then just archive games and things like that. So far, that's their highlight reel from last year. I imagine we'll see more content like that upcoming soon. And then here's your archive games. It only archives games played for that home team. So if Chicago was the home team, you'll have those archive games here. But if you wanted to see archived games from when they were in Milwaukee, you'd have to go all the way down to Milwaukee and then go to previous broadcasts. That's the labeling for that, not archived or anything like that. Then you just click and play right there. Other features that are there, they're really not. That's pretty much it. It is really just the streaming service. Everything is pretty centralized here, and if there is any sort of anything from the league, I imagine they would play from here. Their help is also very, very thorough. You can click anything here. If you want to pay, but you haven't got an email to watch, boom, right there. If you're having trouble watching on Xbox, you could go right to here and do whatever it is. It really does give you a lot of details, and it is pretty easy to use. As for the overall quality of the streams, that really varies from team to team. You can only listen to the home team's radio broadcast. They just sync up that and simulcast the radio broadcast with the image from the camera. And obviously they are limited by the technology in the ballpark and the handler of the camera and the technical staff themselves. So it really does depend on which team. So in summary, I would say that this is definitely worth the $20 buy. While it is a little bit of bare bones, and I would like to see some more content tossed out here soon, even if it's just a weekly roundup show for the league, or just individual wrap-ups for the teams themselves, I understand that given the current circumstances, that may not be feasible, and likewise, the broadcasts themselves are limited by the technology and staff you have available. For what you're getting your $20 worth, especially compared to similar streaming apps and websites. I can't speak for the apps themselves as I haven't gotten the opportunity to try them yet. However, what I can say is, as far as Xbox One streaming and phone streaming, it works pretty well. Some slight issues with the Chromecast if you're switching around too frequently, but if you're just watching 1 or 2 games over the course of 2 or 3 hours, there's really no issues here. And again, the only upgrade I would really like to see made before the start of the 2021 season would be just to add the option for me to listen to the home or away radio broadcasts. If that could be made, it would be more than worth the $20. But again, as a $20 price point for the year, it's not a bad deal at all. I hope you found this review helpful, and if you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you're still craving some more independent league baseball content, be sure to check out our podcast wherever you find podcasts called the Indy Ball Report. I'm Nick from the Indy Ball Report podcast. Until next time, don't forget to play ball.